So apparently I left y'all with a cliffhanger the last video I made. But if I'm being real, I totally blanked out about the whack, wild, ridiculous ass threesome I had in Colorado. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'll spill the beans. So look, I was on my single in the West shit, and I was just trying to enjoy myself, and just live. And so I went with a friend to go meet up with her other friends that she'd known for a minute, but she had never like met up with them and like chilled at their house. So she was like, come with me. And I was like, why not? So I ended up going with my friend to go meet up with her other homies. And I was having a chill time, but I will say this. One of her friends I already knew was fine, but I knew he had a girlfriend. But when we met, it was kind of like such a vibe, there was much vibe. And I felt kind of awkward because like his girlfriend was there, but she seemed kind of just like boring as fuck and just not really, she wasn't vibing with everybody, you know what I mean? It was awkward. It was like, it felt like even though me and my friend was like the new people in the chill group, it seemed like we were more chill than she was, and it just didn't seem like everybody else was checking for her. So I was like, whatever, live your life. So I didn't have shit to do the next day, and I was like, oh, like maybe I'll come kick it tomorrow. And they were like, you should. And I was like, crew. So when I came by the next time, his girlfriend was not there, and we like got Taco Bell and just like, I want to say we played video games and smoked mad weed and just like vibe. Like we was just talking, and like he came from like a very wild, home life, and so did I, and like we had both been houseless, so like we were kind of like vibing on some other shit. Like we were just talking about like being black and being from the East Coast and moving to Colorado, and he had a very different interpretation, as he would, as a black cis man from the East Coast, had a much different interpretation of Colorado than me, because he felt like Colorado was a place where white people was just not racist, where white people were just like exceptionally good people. And there were instances where I definitely was like, what the fuck? Like one time in particular, when I was going to go meet up with homeboy, I took the wrong buses, bitch, and I was at one point walking on the highway. That shit was crazy. I was just like, all right, well, Google Maps has failed me. I may die before I can report their asses to the Better Business Bureau or wherever the fuck you report Google. Wizard of Oz ass. So I was definitely tripping, and when I like was crossing, when I finally got to where it wasn't so much of a highway and there was like gas stations like near where homeboy lived, I know I was looking crazy in the face, because I was just like, I was worried that Google Maps had just bullshitted me, and that what I was about to figure out was like not my destination, was coming up. And when I crossed and I saw the destination, I was just like so happy. I like yelled out loud, and bitch, it was like 7 o'clock at night, I believe. No. Yeah, it was about 7 o'clock at night, so it was a little bit darker. And these two white people, like literally as soon as I like yelled in like just exaltation, like I was like, yes! I was like, thank God! But like sweating, I done walked on my pussy like fucking 10 miles, like it was wild. So these white folks stopped and they were like, are you okay? Is everything all right? And I was like, honestly, yes, but like kind of taken aback at the fact that these old white people are like giving a fuck that like I may be in trouble or some shit. But they were chill and nice. But it was a situation where like I've never had that happen to me. Like I've never been in like a situation where I'm like freaking out and like have white people actually like give a fuck, stop their car, fucking ask me a question. So in ways like I could kind of feel what he was saying. Like there were some white people that did seemingly go out of their way and do nice things like when I was out there, but not enough for me to be like, white supremacy is not in Colorado. Like I couldn't even be like begin to say that shit, but that's how he was feeling. I was not feeling that. But we were having a cool chill friend day, but at the same time, I think like my little romantic ass life, like I think I'm just kind of like, oh, maybe it's meant to be, like maybe we're supposed to find each other here, blah blah blah, fate, disneychannel.com. I don't fucking know. So I was definitely feeling him, and I thought he was feeling me. And the next time we chilled, it was a situation where what I explained happened. Like I took the wrong bus or whatever, so I ended up having to spend the night. And right before like everybody was going to sleep and shit, he looked at me and was like, hey, you remind me of my sister, you just cool people. And in my head I'm like, was not featuring that shit. I was like, I am nobody's sister. Like, I do have like siblings, but still, that's not what you want to hear. So I was trying to play it off and shit. I know my face was cracked, bitch. So I was like, thanks, we're cool. So I went to sleep or whatever. The next day I like woke up with no eyebrows on, bitch, cause I sweated them out in my sleep, and I just, you know, I hastily drew something on and caught the bus and was like, I don't know if I should chill with them anymore. That might be sketchy. So I like pretty much deaded them after that, because I was like, I caught feelings, I think, and it's not about to go nowhere. He has his girlfriend who's kind of boring and stank, and that's how he's living. That's how, you know, how his life is, whatever. And so I just like stopped talking to them. I stopped, you know, trying to meet up or hang out or whatever. And randomly, out of nowhere, I know a couple times his girlfriend reached out to me being like, what's up? Like, how are you? What are you doing? And like, I wasn't really trying to kick it with her, because she was like, really, she was younger than me and him. And she was just on that like, I'm 18 shit. Like, I'm not even trying to hate on y'all 18-year-old peoples, but it's like when folks be turning 18, they just be trying to do everything that 18-year-olds could do and just don't be thinking about, you know, the people around them and shit. So me and her was just really not cool like that. So when she texted me out of nowhere asking me if I wanted to have a threesome with her and her boyfriend, I was kind of just like, bark? And I texted her being like, is this such and such? Because I like thought I had the wrong, I thought like the world shifted, niggas' numbers is different. I don't even know. I was like, who is, I didn't want to say who is this, but I was like, is this blah, blah, blah? And she's like, yes, silly. And I'm like, wait, because yes, I want to fuck your man, but I don't want to fuck you at all. And so I was like, just chilling at my house trying to, you know, pick up my face from the ground, because I just wasn't sure what to do with this situation. Because on one hand, of course I want to say yes, but on the other hand, I do not like his girlfriend. Like, I don't even like her on basic. So I didn't even entertain her being a partner of mine. So I did the thing that any shitty person would do, and I was like, yes, I would love to have a threesome with you and your boyfriend. And bitch, you already know shit goes left.